From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, set! 60 back, yeah, 60 back!
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good start. One play, 10 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And how will throw it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now's thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Powell. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It could pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not... return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Howell, another throw on second down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Timberland.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Flick right. Outside.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd down throw for Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones looking to change the play. Jones off the bootleg. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
To throw on third down, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Giants 28, Commanders nothing. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First down, Howell to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Another throw for Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has a...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Howell. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Howell down to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Again, it's Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Over here, over. Gold River! Bama, Bama, Bama. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Out we go.
Back to throw. Jones caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
this one incomplete as well.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And Howell will throw it.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Apparently, they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And some strong running. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 42, Commanders 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
3rd and 2, here's Howell.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Great.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. That one complete out to Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League.